What's up, guys? In this video, I want to give a shout out to Advanced Food Intolerance Labs, or AFIL, for the intolerance test kit that they sent me. I'm absolutely blown away by the simplicity, the cost effectiveness, and the expedience that they delivered with this. And I'm looking forward to working with them more in the future. And I just wanted to share my experiences with this with you guys. Advanced Food Intolerance Labs, they offer basically from their lab to your home test kit, and they send it and mail it to you. You get a little box that has instructions. You register an account, you clip off a little bit of hair and send it in. And it gives you a really easy email to you. You can save it to your phone. Comprehensive guide of 3 different categories: foods that are in the green zone, the neutral zone, and the red zone for you. And then it gives you on a scale where you're at as far as your intolerances and how inflamed basically your digestional tract is. So I knew where I would be at on this scale, and so my story is probably around my sophomore year of high school. So when I was about 15, I got really sick, and I had 2 or 3 episodes within about a 2-year span where I would get so stomach sick that I was actually throwing up in one night over 70 or 80 times. So my body was in reject mode. As time went, what had happened, I had caught Epstein-Barr virus, so I caught mono twice, which is not something that is normal as well. And by my senior year, I was dealing with some very severe food intolerances, and I was kind of linking it back to different things, but I didn't understand at the time that it was nutrition that was my issue. I was having a lot of trouble with your typical processed foods that we're just also accustomed to eating here. And I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was just eating what my friends were eating. You know, when we went somewhere for sports and they stopped at Fazoli's or somewhere, an Italian buffet to carb load, I ate what everyone else did and I paid for it. But if I was home and we were cooking, typically my family would make steak and a potato and maybe a salad with a vinaigrette and some apples on it. And I remember going out and running track and getting on the line and just knowing, I could just feel that I was gonna have a good race. I'm like looking at these guys next to me, I'm like, man, I'm gonna eat these guys alive. And I did. And then there was days when we'd travel, like I said, and we'd go eat like that, and I get on the line, I just felt like a completely different person. I didn't wanna be there, it didn't sound fun, I'm feeling weak and tired. I mean, after we won a state championship my senior year, and we were going to the awards ceremony, and I was puking blood. Because essentially I had eaten this way for so long, so often, and as an athlete, and I lifted weights every single day from the second half of my junior year of high school all throughout the rest of my high school career, every day. I noticed such a difference and benefit from it that I did it every day. And so I was burning a lot of calories, and so I was then ingesting a lot of food, which was then bad for me. And so, to be honest, switching my diet to a more holistic or a paleo-centric diet, and eating more of a caveman diet, foods that will rot and expire, it completely changed my life, and I wouldn't be here talking today if it wasn't for that. That being said, I've never truly, because I've got an allergen test which came back negative to any allergies when they prick your back. I didn't have any allergies to anything. I also have been in and I didn't test for Crohn's, and they just kind of said, oh, you have a gluten intolerance or whatever, right? But I basically just kind of figured out on my own and started to make sense of what foods humans should eat and what foods that they shouldn't, just on a common sense scale. And it's I mean, my life, I flourished because of that, and it held me back in my early years. And so I'm thankful then to be able to share that information with others. But being with where I'm at now, I've never actually got to put what would you say, the real knowledge or the stats to it, if you will, until I started working with Advanced Food Intolerance Labs, because I have things on there that I did not think that you wouldn't think to be that you would have trouble with or that would be causing inflammation on you. But for me as an individual, it does. And to know those things, and then on the flip, to know the things that are good for you is great to know. For instance, peak Himalayan salt, buffalo meat, was one of those things that was on there. Like, I know, so I'm good with beef, but like bison, elk meat, pink Himalayan salt, avocado, things that traditionally you would think are good for you, which for most people they are. But I could, basically what this did is I kind of know what human beings should eat. We all should know that on a common sense level, based off of what are natural foods and what we're meant and what we've evolved to be able to digest, to optimize our health and performance and function. But what AFIL offers is they offer that on a narrower scope. It's more precise because it's to you as an individual. And like I said, they offer that straight to your house, delivered to your door, and the results delivered right to your phone or email in 72 hours. And it's so easy to read. It is so easy to read. It's literally a green dot, a white dot, and a red dot, and they categorize the foods for you. You know it. You can create your own list and understand your own health. I think every single person will do this. I know all my clients will do it. All my family members will do it. I cannot say enough about advanced food intolerance labs. And like I said, I get a lot of promotional stuff through social media. And so it's kind of a pain to sift through it sometimes with my day-to-day life with the multiple businesses and such. And this one, when I finally got to it, because they've been reaching out to me like, hey, you know, are you going to get us a video going? Have you checked out our test kit? Have you registered it? And I'm like, oh gosh, man. And once I did this and I got my results back, I was absolutely blown away. So I can't say enough about AFIL and the information that and knowledge that they have given me, and the fact that that's so easily accessible and affordable for all of us now. So there's my spiel on Advanced Food Intolerance Lab. Shout out to AFIL for the test kit, and we look forward to working with you guys more in the future. And for all of you guys out there, look up Advanced Food Intolerance Labs. They are also on TikTok at myafil, and yeah, in strength and in your health, because that's what drives your performance for all aspects of your life. Hope that helps, guys. Matt, out.